And now we'll want to welcome on the flamethrower from Clemson University, sophomore, Alex Hemenway. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
We're doing all right. We're doing all right.
That's good.
Now, let's just jump right into this interview, shall we? So, I have a question. So, Clemson, as a team, is a team that not a lot of people have known about. They didn't know they were going to perform this well, but they're one of the top teams in the country. And I want to know what makes this Clemson team so special.
Well, I would say unity, honestly, with how these days, a lot of people you just see the like one and done. They see all these schools, Kentucky, Duke, every year they're bringing in new guys, one and done prospects. But I think with us, you really have guys that have been in the program for 3 or 4 years, 2 years, and it just shows how like when you have a team that plays for each other, and that's 10 to 12 guys deep, it it helps being able to not get as winded on the court. So you can play more guys, you can play harder for your segments. But yeah, it just honestly, I feel like the unity and the camaraderie that we have on this team, it's been showing a lot lately.
Oh yeah, and I can definitely see that. Now, Connor, do you want to ask him about the depth at which they played their
Oh
players?
yeah, yeah. That's what I was getting ready to ask. I'm gonna make a little joke here. Nobody knows this, Alex, but back in my heyday, I used to be a shooter.
So
Way back in the day. Way back in the day. And it's hard sometimes when you play on a team that you are considered a shooter. That's what you do, and you have to come off the bench. Kind of got to get in a rhythm. So you just pointed out that you guys have 10 to 12 rotation players, basically, which is somewhat unheard of for college basketball. Like most of the guys, like Kentucky plays like what 7 to 8, stuff like that. So how difficult is it at times to get into that rhythm in a game when you're playing 12 guys? You might not get as many minutes all the time.
Well, honestly, I feel last year helped a lot being a freshman coming off the bench, being able to find your groove. Like you said, coming off kind of cold, just sitting down for however so minutes you're on it. But yeah, no, I honestly that, and then like I said, back in I think what was it, my freshman year, high school, I came off the bench every single game except our last game of the year. So kind of just being able to, I guess, think back to how I handled it then and how I was able to come off the bench and provide good minutes. Then just kind of rekindled everything I needed to do for not only last year but this year as well. So yeah, I feel like that's been a very valuable point where I could look back and take from.
For sure. Definitely. Could definitely. I mean, it's just, do you feel like that when you say if you're coming off the bench, which you've been starting recently,
Yeah.
when you get subbed into the game, do you want to get more involved offensively, or do you look more just to get going, get a rebound, get a steal, get involved defensively?
Really, it's either or. Honestly, it's really just a game of just kind of getting myself just going, just getting that motor revved up, so that, like you said, that rebound or that shot that I see go in, really can just kind of get everything going and get everything jump started. But yeah, honestly, to answer your question, it's really not. I wouldn't point it to one specific thing. It's just whether a matter like you make a hustle play, you might take a charge, or you hit a shot. It's either or.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
So Connor mentioned this, and I want to get more into this. So the last couple of games you've been starting. It's a huge deal. And I want you to take me through what that process was like, how you heard about it, what it was like actually being on the court for the jump ball. It's got to be an exciting experience, especially in ACC play.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we had it was a Miami game 2 days before. One of our guys had gotten sick, or thought he had gotten sick, so he wasn't able to travel with the team. So we got to the hotel and then went over to the gym for our nightly walkthrough, and he had put me in the group to start, and so that's when I pretty much knew that I was going to go start the game at Miami. But yeah, honestly, I mean, of course, that first start, you're always kind of thinking about it a little bit, but honestly, like the last start at NC State, like it was the last thing in my head. Honestly, like I was just worried about, like Connor said, just trying to get that first play to kind of get me going and get everything kind of revved up so that I could help our team win or do whatever to put us in that position.
Yeah. Now, we were talking about it before I started recording, but you guys are on somewhat of a pause because one of your coaches got the coronavirus. So I kind of I want you to take us through this. So you're in the middle of this. You're in the middle of a COVID shutdown, COVID protocols, whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to know what that experience is like, because it's so unique to this year and a little bit of last year. But I just want to know what it's like having to go through this shutdown. How boring is it? How much do you want to get back on the court? How much do you want to play UNC, even though you couldn't do it last night? I just want to know what's it like.
Well, like you said, very boring.
Yeah, yeah.
You're just kind of Uber Eats has become my best friend.
Right.
Haven't really done much going out, but yeah, no. Thankfully, I have Uber Eats, Call of Duty. I'm on that basically 25/8 now. But yeah, no, it's different because I mean, when you're used to doing two to three workouts a day and then having to go on pause for 3 or 4 days and do absolutely nothing, you're just kind of sitting around and you're itching to get back, itching to do something.
Sure.
But yeah, I know
that's what I was going to ask. So you guys can't do anything.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you can't, like no individual workouts, nothing.
Nothing right now. I think it's you got to get like 3 negative tests in a row to be able to start resuming.
What are you at right now?
We got our second test. We haven't got it back yet. I don't think. Let me check. Yeah, no, we haven't gotten it back, but we got tested at 9 this morning again, and we'll have one more.
I got you.
9 tomorrow.
I got you. Okay.
That's crazy, honestly. Yeah. Are you surprised? Are you like? I guess it's been working fairly well so far. I mean, I know everybody's gone through their pauses and stuff, but teams have been able to resume. Were you surprised that you guys didn't do like kind of a more bubble type of deal like the NBA did over the summer?
Not really. Honestly, I'm actually happy we didn't kind of resort to the bubble because that honestly, my family came up for Christmas. I went away for Christmas. We got to go home for 3 days. Yeah. So I know if we were probably in that bubble, that there wouldn't have been any of that. So no, I'm thankfully I'm pretty glad we didn't have to deal with any of that bubble.
Absolutely. It does not sound fun. Cannot imagine being in that bubble for months at a time with no outside contact.
Yeah, that just sounds. I mean, you get to play, but other than that, it's just awful.
Now, I want to ask you a question. So obviously, you've played with awesome players. You've played with obviously Amir Sims on Clemson right now. You played Indiana Elite. A couple guys that are scattered around the country right now from that team. Mm-hmm. But I want to ask you, as a guard, you need your running mate and your point guard. Who is the best point guard you've ever played with, and why was it co-host Bryson Moore?
Oh, wow. Why am I surprised that he was going to find his way into this?
Oh, he doesn't know about the question yet.
Yeah, he doesn't know about it yet. We had to shout him out since he's not here today.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, my God, that's great. Okay, well, yeah. Secondly behind Bryson Moore.
There you go, yeah.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, guard-wise, I mean, I'd have to go with my guy Al and Nick. Our two guards that we have right now are like I'm sure you've seen. They're just unbelievable.
The 8 guards you play with that rotation.
But yeah, those straight like the point guards that we got, Nick and Al. They're our energy givers. I mean, you guys see how on the defensive end they get up and get in there, man, to force turnovers. And then they can just spark anything on the offensive end, how they play on that end as well. It's just, yeah, they're unbelievable, really.
Sure. Yeah.
I think it was a game earlier. It was like your first game against Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember who I was watching with. It was a low-scoring game. Like, I think that Mississippi State only scored like 40-something points. And I was just watching in the car. I was like, God, they are. Sam was talking about Houston. You guys are just suffocating those guys. It was impressive.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Cinderella pick the other day. I did. Clemson was my Cinderella team, even though I don't know how you could consider you guys a Cinderella. You guys are like 19th right now. So. But I think you guys kind of fly under the radar just because you're not the blue blood or the big name necessarily. So I think you guys are in good shape.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're looking to, like you said, change that narrative. And I feel like this year, all around college basketball, it's been changing that narrative.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The last time Duke really hasn't been ranked in the ACC in January. Like
It's nuts.
It's been a while, I guess, since that's probably happened.
No, but yeah, I think with the under the radar thing, I think there's a lot of teams going through that same deal. I mean, just watching college basketball in general with the COVID, with never knowing if a game is going to happen, I think there's a lot of teams flying under the radar. You know, undefeated Michigan, that's another team flying under the radar. People don't know a lot about them. But you guys are a special case because I think you guys just have so many guys that can get it done. You match up well with any team in the country. I love Clemson for a Cinderella pick, by the way. Connor, great pick. I mean, I picked a team that's more Cinderella and, you know, not like a top 15 team in the country, but like neither here or there. I picked Alabama, a team you beat. But whatever. Like, yeah, you guys are a good pick. I was going to allow it to happen because of Castle graduates on that team. So, anyways, So, Connor, do you have anything else, or should we let Alex get back with his boring COVID?
He might be playing Call of Duty with Bryson later.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm assuming Bryson
I'm only a text away. If you guys want to run it up, I'm always down.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna hold you to that with the podcasting, not Call of Duty. Anytime we want you on, I'm gonna make you come on with us.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no.
All right, yeah. Okay.
when you guys are gonna go on that tournament run that I predicted, we're gonna bring you back on after that.
In the middle of it, we're gonna make him come on while he's like traveling.
We're gonna bank on another COVID pause in the middle of it.
Yeah.
A 3-day pocket to get it in.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Alex. It was an awesome interview.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. This is a nice little setup you guys got.
Right? Right? You like it?
I like it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Bye.
Sir. Yeah.